Hey YouTube, this is Quaker from Next Gen Windows, and today the application I'm going to review is Appy Geek. Appy Geek is a news application basically that allows you to see all your tech news in one place, and you can sort it out by having all these different tiles for whatever different views you want, whatever you're interested in. Of course, it has a landscape view and a portrait view, and you can see how it looks like over here on the screenshots of the store. But in general, I'm going to do a review of Appy Geek from the Mobiles Republic. Let's get into it. So here we are in the main interface of Appy Geek. You can see things straight off the bat that you can see editorial, favorites, and this drop down arrow right here. This drop down arrow lets you basically go into what you see right here, which are the editorial stuff. So the editorial will basically just talk about in general all the news together in one place. That way you can just scroll through them all. It's just a bunch of things that just helps you see all of your news in one place. And then you can go see favorites over here and just let you know this is an ad. It's not anything that's part of it. See, it says advertisement. But you can go to favorites also over here, and you can't actually click on favorites, but you can just click on the tiles that you see, the outline, the gray outline that's on the outside of each of the one that I highlight. So another thing you can do on this application is you can add more favorites to your list, which I'm pretty sure everyone knew that you could do that, but here it is. And they have a list of topics here for your favorites. It's not exactly something that you can just search for any random topic. You can actually just have a list of topics here, and say if we wanted to add Xbox to the list, we click on Xbox and you get to this interface here. This tells you all of the articles related to that subject, and this tells you the current article. So if we were to click this, it takes us to the current article, and then the current article tells you which source it's coming from. So this is coming from Tom's Hardware. And then on this side you can see related topics, because obviously this thing talks about Blu-ray and stuff inside the next Xbox. So the related topics are pretty related. So Xbox, Blu-ray, CPU or central processing unit, and so on all the way through. The way you can add this topic, Xbox, to your favorites is when you get into it, you right click or swipe up from the bottom, and then you go to add favorite. When you click add favorite, you can see we've added the favorite, and then when we go back, and then we click back one more time, you can see Xbox has been added to the favorites list. So it's a brand new area right there, and then there you go, you've added something else to your main view list. A good thing about this application is that you're not limited to you're not having to waste your time having to think of a certain website or look for a certain website that has news. All you'd have to do is think of the subject that you like to hear more about, and then just look for it on the topics list. We'll see it again, and then you can have your selections here. Last added has quite a long list of last added, and these numbers here, if you were curious, these numbers here actually are the amount of articles associated with each topic. Now I'm not going to go in and count each and every article to see whether this number matches up perfectly, because that could take a long time, and I don't have the attention span to even do that. But we can go to most popular, and you see the same thing. These are the most popular topics that people add to their favorites. So you can see Mobile World Congress 2013, which is coming up, which I'll be covering if Microsoft announces anything, and just a whole bunch of articles, a whole bunch of topics for articles that people have added and a lot of people like. Now when we go back to the main thing, we're going to get into an article. So let's say we click on video game, and then we want to click on Assassin's Creed 3. This is the topic, this is the article view as you just saw before, and then if you want to look for it on the web, you can just click this link right here, and it'll open up Internet Explorer, and it'll take you straight to the actual website where the article was posted. So you can see it takes us to joystick.com, letting this load up a little bit. And then here you are on joystick.com where the article was posted. But the good thing about Appy Geek is it's pretty much like an RSS reader, but it's a more simplified one where you don't actually just have it's a much nicer looking one, sorry, that you don't just have a, you know, just a link to the article. You have the full article, you can read it, but if you want to interact more with that specific website, uh, you can just use this right here. And then of course, if there are images in the article, you can click the little arrows that are spreading out from each other, and you can view the image right there. If there are multiple images, of course you could swipe left and right, or you could click the arrows left and right. So let's close out this Internet Explorer one and get back into the actual thing. Again, with the ads here and stuff, there's no paid version that gets rid of the ad, so you're just stuck with having the ad. But to me, the ad is not really that big of a deal because it it's not like it's a random application, or it's not a random ad, sorry. It's actually just an ad that tells you what you can do with this application. So it's like, this will probably just go to their website. I won't bother clicking on it because it's an ad and I really don't feel like clicking on ads. But in general, that's what Appy Geek is. It allows you to pretty much go through and just add your favorite topics for news, geeky type of news, like articles from technology, and add it to a grid of icons here. And then it allows you to view each one. So if we want to go to iOS, it allows you to view each one. I'm not sure why Lumia 620 was on the iOS thing, but oh well. That's a little irrelevant for that subject. Let's say we go to Windows Phone. Just curious. Okay, 620 is there. I was thinking that it would be, it would show something totally off like we just saw before, like Ubuntu phones. Unless they talked about Windows Phone in it, which they probably did. But aside the point, just got distracted. That's what Appy Geek is. Appy Geek is pretty straightforward. Again, let's just go through a quick summary of this entire video. You can click this arrow right here on the main screen to view all of these actual subjects right here. You can click this and then you can get to it. Favorites, these are all your favorites that you decide to add, that you want to hear more about. And then if you want to see more favorites that you decide to want to add, you can choose through these selections right here. Click last added, and of course these will be updated over time, so there'll be more and more choices, and then you can add those. And then most popular, you can add those. So if I decide to want to add say Wi-Fi, all I have to do is right click and then click add as favorite, and it's there. And then if I want to see some more of the topics that are on my main page, like where it says editorial and stuff, you can just click top news and it goes straight to the top news overall of technology. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just go to a quick thing just to show you the snap view, how it looks like for each article. This is how it looks like when you're in snap view for each article. Luckily they have this arrow here to see more. Fortunately, the time on the corner is cut off, so you can't see the exact time that it was posted unless you make it full, which it was 12:06. But back to the snap view. Yeah, that's how an article looks like when it is posted and it's on the snap view. And then when we go back, these are your article topics right here. You can see how it looks like when you're also in snap view. And then of course this arrow does the same thing. I'll show you some pictures in snap view too. The pictures are, luckily they did something really right on this. They didn't make pictures just in the center right here where you have to click left and right arrow. They finally allowed you to do it up and down like most applications should be doing. I've seen a lot of applications that I reviewed, and I'm pretty sure you've seen on this channel that when you have a picture, you can only click left and right and it shows one picture at a time. That's really a frustrating thing. And then you can also click on a picture and then view it like that. And then if you want to go view more pictures, you click this back arrow. And then we can just keep going back and back and back. The one thing, however, that I wish they had, which they don't, is a home button, so you can just go straight back to the home instead of having to click this back arrow 20 million times. But in general, it's a good subject. It's a good application. I use it personally on all my devices to get quick insider on all the news that's going around the world in technology. This has been Kwaku from Next Gen Windows, and this app review was Appy Geek from Mobile Republic. If you have any questions on this thing, this application is a free application on all platforms. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or leave it in my inbox, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.